Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Got another DVD review for you guys here today. This was a suggestion from a subscriber. Thank you for sending in your suggestions, guys. Take some time and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Rey Mysterio, The Life of a Masked Man. 3-disc DVD set. And this is another match comp of Rey Mysterio. I wouldn't necessarily consider 619 a documentary, but it technically is. They do cover certain things in there, but I definitely would like to see a full-blown doc on Rey at one point. So, follow me on Twitter, HWMGhost. Busting out a couple reviews for you guys this weekend. Hope all is well with you. So, Rey Mysterio is probably considered one of the best cruiserweights of all time. One of the best high flyers. And he's definitely earned the respect and reputation over the years, and still going at it strong today. Rey Mysterio. Let's get into it, guys. Not too big on the cover here, but you know, it is pretty cool here. Give you a shot at the side. We got Rey Mysterio jumping up there. And it says, for the first time ever, Rey Mysterio, perhaps the greatest high flyer in the annals of sports entertainment, sits down and discusses this historic career in never-before-seen interviews. Mysterio shares his thoughts on his mask competing in ECW, WCW, and WWE. His relationship with Eddie, dealing with injuries, his ascent to world champion, the future, and more. So this has packed with more than 24 matches from the past 2 decades. Released in 2011 and a running time of almost 9 hours. So I'm pretty sure that in the Biggest Little Man they do the same type of deal here where it's like match and then an interview and then a match and then an interview. Let's take a look real quick. Yep. There might be less interviews on this, but pretty cool. You know, I've always loved Rey Mysterio. I thought when they took the mask off him in WCW, it was a horrible idea. So we got a couple shots of Rey here on the back. Let's open her up. So one thing about Rey Mysterio is his attire, his mask is always very colorful and, you know, so charismatic. I never liked Rey Mysterio as a promo, but just his overall look, his excitement, up and down and this way, that way, you can never keep up with Rey. I loved Rey Mysterio. Some of my favorite matches were watching Rey in the WCW days. So we got several shots of Rey on the inside here, doing the his version of the splash. Him as the world champion, dumping Eddie out of the ring. Pretty cool here. I'll run down the matches and then let's take a look at the disc art first. You know, it's a pretty cool disc art, but it's just the same thing 3 different times. Not too big a fan of that. They could have did something a little bit different besides change the colors. And behind the disc, we got several shots of Rey. from WCW, WWE. It seems like they use that picture quite a bit of him. And then probably the later days shot of him doing the 619. So overall, pretty cool, I guess, but let's run down the matches. So we got Mysterio, Conan versus La Parka and Psychosis from ECW versus Hoovy, 2 out of 3 falls match at Extreme Bash, March of 96. Then we got Rey versus Hoovy in WCW, November of 96. So he has been in the game for over 20 years at this point, guys. Rey started at an early age. So we got Rey vs. Chavo, WCW, January 97. Eddie's Guidance. I'm just going to try to read it off quick, guys. Then we got Rey vs. Eddie, Nitro, 97. Rey vs. Jericho, November of 97. The Creation of the Mask. We got Rey, Super Carlo, and Hector vs. Psychosis, La Parka, and Silver King, WCW Saturday Night. Rey and Kidman vs. Eddie and Hoovy, Nitro of December 98. And then we're going to his WWE stuff. So we got Rey and Edge versus Eddie and Chavo. #1 contender match on SmackDown for the tag titles. Then we got Rey and Kidman versus the World's Greatest Tag Team, Vengeance 03. Mysterio versus Kurt Angle, SmackDown 04. Eddie and Booker T versus Mysterio and RVD, tag title match on SmackDown. Disc 2, Rey vs. Eddie, WrestleMania 21, well, classic match. Rey and Batista versus Eminem, the WWE tag title match. Rey Mysterio has won tag titles with several different people. You don't really consider him a tag team wrestler, but... And then Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton, No Way Out 2006. Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble, and then he loses his opportunity here. And we got Rey Mysterio versus Chavo, SummerSlam 07. Mysterio versus Finlay in a stretcher match. I was never a big fan of that stretcher match. I don't know what it is. Just very horribly booked matches. I'm never a fan of that. Mysterio versus Kane. If he loses, he must unmask. And then we got Mysterio versus Jericho, IC title match, Judgment Day 2009. Versus John Morrison, SmackDown 2009, another IC title match. Respecting the Mask. Disc 3, Mysterio vs. Batista for the #1 contendership, SmackDown 2009. Mysterio vs. Shawn Michaels, SmackDown 2010. I'm going to have to check that out. Mysterio vs. Undertaker, Rumble 2010. Versus Dolph Ziggler, Elimination Chamber qualifier, SmackDown. Mysterio vs. CM Punk, Over the Limit 2010. Swagger, Mysterio, Punk, and Big Show versus for the Fatal 4-Way match, June of 2010. I think Mysterio wins the title there. And then Mysterio vs. Alberto Del Rio, SmackDown, October 2010. And Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 27. We got a couple special features here, Going Home and the Standing Ovation. So overall, decent match comp. You know, you're going to pretty much enjoy all the matches on here because Rey Mysterio has such an exciting match, exciting style to him. You know, Rey Mysterio, I think his better days are behind him. Several knee injuries. I think he's had both knees operated on at this point. In one of the Don't Try This at Home ads, He says he has surgery 5 times in one of his knees. That's from, bouncing around for years and years. And it just caught up with him. I don't think he can move as fast as he once did, with age and injuries. That stuff definitely will catch up to you. But take some time and subscribe, guys. Keep sending in your suggestions. This has been another DVD review. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.